Okay, this tutorial is on how to install Korean on Windows Vista, as well as how to type in Korean on any recent Windows platform. So first thing we're going to do is click on this Windows icon, go to Control Panel, then go to Regional and Language Options. Now we're going to click the Keyboard and Languages tab, and then go to Change Keyboards. As you can see here, there's only English right now, so what we want to do is add the Korean keyboard. So go to Add, scroll down until you find Korean. Now we want to check the Korean and Microsoft IME boxes. Click OK. Now click on this Advanced Key Settings tab. And what this is for is switching your input languages, for example from English to Korean or any other languages you install. So go to click on Change Key Sequence, and personally I prefer Control and Shift because they're close together, but you can change it to another setting if you'd like. Then click OK, and click OK one more time. Now let's see, and then now as you can see down here, suddenly a language bar appears. So EN is for English, and then KO is for Korean. So what I'm going to do now is go to Microsoft Word and teach you how to type in Korean. Okay. So now, as I type on my keyboard, it's still in English because we see EN right here. Now, as I told you earlier, we want to click those two keys that we assigned earlier. So in my case, it's Shift and Control to switch the input. Okay, now if you look down here, I'm in Korean. So if I type here, it's still in English, and you're wondering why. Well, if you look here, it's A. So what you need to do is toggle it from inputting English letters to Korean letters. So what we can do is, if you have a Korean keyboard, next to the space bar you'll see a Hanja button, or on a regular keyboard there's also an Alt key on the right side of the keyboard. So what we want to do is click the right Alt button, and if you look now, it's changed. So going from A to Ga. So when it's in this mode, now we can type in Korean. So as I hit the letters D, K, S, S, U, D in the Korean mode, now it comes out into Korean. Okay. Depending on which Windows Vista you have, you might not get a lot of default Korean fonts, so you're gonna have to go on the web and look for them. In the future, our website might be offering some free fonts, so be sure to look there in the near future. So here's another style. Okay. Programs like Photoshop will group the fonts together, so they're kind of a lot easier to find. I'm basically finding these based on memory. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is Chinese characters. So a lot of Korean is derived from Chinese in the same way that English is derived from Latin and Greek. So for example, if we type moon, okay, and on your, if you have a Korean keyboard, there should be a Hanja key to the left of your space bar. Otherwise, you can click down here to Hanja convert. Okay. Now if you look, moon corresponds to several Chinese characters. And if you say moon, you don't always know what the exact meaning is. So it depends on the Chinese character it's derived from. So this first one means it's related to writing. Second one is related to asking. Third one is related to door. Okay. Now there's a word moon pup, and what this means is grammar. So moon means writing in this for this particular word. So let's say we wanted to type it in Chinese characters. So moon, and then pup means law. Okay. So if you go to a dictionary, for example, you'll usually see the Korean word, and then you'll also see the Chinese characters. Next thing, problem is if you go to your browser or any other program, okay, we were last typing in Korean, but now it's back to English. So the problem is when you switch from program to program, you're gonna have to change your keyboard input again. So I'm gonna hit Shift and Control again. Now I'm gonna hit Alt. Okay, now I can type in Korean again. The good thing, however, is if I switch back to Microsoft Word, okay, I'm still back in Korean. So when you go back to your programs, it'll keep the last input setting that you used. The only pain is when you open up a new program, especially a chatting program, then you gotta switch your input again. Next thing I want to talk about is if you're on a computer where you need to type in Korean, but let's say you don't have permissions on that computer to install the Korean language input system, or you're in a hurry. So you're in a hurry and you need to type in Korean. So what you can do is go to our website at koreanwikiproject.com. Okay, click on English. And go here on the left to Hangul Assistant. So it's a little nifty program we have here. So what you can do is click on this virtual keyboard. Okay. Now if you need to type in Korean for something, for example using Korean dictionary online or doing a search, but you don't have Korean input, you can just use our virtual keyboard. So earlier we typed this word, woompop. Okay. Now if you want to make it bigger, you can click here to toggle between short and essay mode. So essay mode makes it bigger. Okay. Now let's say we need to search this word. So what we can do is copy this, and now I'm at the Naver dictionary. So I'm going to click here and search. Okay. Now look here, woompop, grammar. Now I was talking about earlier is these corresponding Chinese characters. So many people might wonder, oh, how do you type that? So in case you don't know, now you know. So all you'd have to do, in case you forgot, is type the character and then click this button and pick one of these. Now usually I do it right after typing the character, but if you need to go and change it later, just highlight it and then click this button. It'll come up. Okay, hope you found this tutorial helpful, and be sure to look out for more video tutorials in the future, and check out our website at koreanwikiproject.com.